online, on your radio, and on your smart speaker.
This is Radio D-Side, community radio for news, sport, weather and travel. Visit our new website at www.radiodside.com.
During the COVID-19 outbreak, only trust official information sources and credible media outlets. Do not share unverified information.
Community radio helping you through the pandemic.
Radio D-Side Community Radio.
Bringing communities together.
Together, we can make a difference.
Stay safe and listen to us. All the way from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s and today.
Playing you the greatest hits of all time.
D-Side, 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 D-Side.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You're listening to Loose Ladies here on Radio D-Side Community Radio.
Let's get ready to
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry, I was bit thrown. Good week?
Yeah, it's hard to remember what I've been doing because every day's the same.
Yeah, hard to remember. I'll tell you what you've been doing.
Oh, how do you know?
Miss TikTok. Stalker? You've got something like 7,000 followers on your TikTok account.
Hey, and Pete. What about Positive Pants?
Hi, Pete.
He said he loves us. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So we love you too, Positive Pete.
We do. You're a bit of eye candy for us.
We go on his
He is. We do stalk you a little bit, to be honest, Pete. I'll tell you what, when we're back up and running, why don't we have him in and interview him?
That'd be brilliant, Pete, if you'd love to come in and do an interview.
Just come in and do us one night would be,
One night of passion with the loose ladies. Sorry, keep it clean.
Even like that, I'm going in my truck.
I'm blocking them now. Yeah, you need to follow us back and all.
Have you not followed us back?
No.
Oh no, you're not coming on the show if you've not followed us, Pete. So, what have you been up to then, Luscious Lynn?
Oh, my normal fabulosa cleaning and TikTok. And there's nothing to do, is there?
There's loads to do.
Did some childcare this week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, 7 children.
Where'd you get them from?
Found them. Just found them as I go.
Oh no, I know it's your grandchildren, but don't you think it's nice that things are slowly getting back to normal? I think it's ace.
Because I've been terrified, so when she said, "Oh, can you help me with the kid?" I'm like, "No, we're in lockdown. I'm not. No, you can't come in the house." And she's like, "Mum," and I'm like, "No, we cannot." So now it's like Easter, you can have like a bubble from today, can't you?
Yeah.
And you could provide childcare as well.
Well, I have.
So I did say, yeah, okay. This was like, was it yesterday?
And do you know what you've got to think about? That all these, these people with young children, like your daughter and my daughter, and they've gone a full year without having that backup.
Yeah.
And a bit
it's hard, isn't it?
So it must be hard at their...
I don't know, see, because I don't get any backup, so I guess I don't...
Yeah, but you're old.
Hey, I guess because I don't have any, childcare for mine and no one has them, I just don't think...
You don't think full stop,
on that level of other people might need it.
Well, you
if
should.
That makes sense.
You
I'll
should.
tell you what else I did this week though.
Go on, I'm listening.
Did a radio, Why Am I Lying, press interview again.
What for?
With the lovely Ali O'Rourke from The Leader.
Oh.
She phoned me up randomly out the blue and she was like, hi Lynn, it's Ali, are you available to talk? And I was like thinking, oh, hang on a minute.
What have I done?
And she wanted an interview about...
Fabulosa?
No, about being allowed to cross the border, because she said, I know you've got family over the border and you've not been able to cross, so I'm just wondering how you feel about being able to go across after the 12th of April. So I did that, so look out for that in the local Leader.
Oh, very good.
I did search my name and there's quite a lot of interviews I've done. I was like, oh wow. Do I talk that much? What have you been doing?
Oh, cooking, cleaning.
Cooking, cleaning, what else? Anything?
Playing darts, playing cards.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm still a bit nervy about going out, I've got to be honest. This morning, I seen...
What?
Something in the paper about the queues for Primark and different... I just couldn't do it.
No.
And do you not
See,
are you
I'd
not
love
worried
to
that we're going to
go.
be back to square one?
Yeah, oh, definitely. I'd love to go to Primark because I've seen a TikTok where they've got loads of things on sale. Obviously, they've not been able to sell anything, have they, for a year? And I thought, oh man, you could get all your Christmas sort of presents done and dusted.
I need some new knickers.
Well, yeah, there is that. Yours stink. But I wouldn't want to queue up, would you?
No. And
people touching me and all that, and you don't know.
And do you know what? As soon as they go in, they're going to be touching the sides, and they're going to be and then you're going to be touching it. Someone's going to touch the face.
Coughing over things.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Bit nervy. My son needs a coat. I've got to go out at some point today and get him a coat.
So I got mine offline for Emily.
I wish I'd have done that now, but I didn't realise till weekend.
I think I got it from... It was either JD or Soccer Sports, something like that. I got it. 90 quid coat on sale.
Should we play a song?
Yeah, we've had Sam from Chester contact us.
Hi Sam.
Hi Sam, we'll be coming to see you soon. She's requested a song from the film Shrek, which was her and her closest...
Weren't you in that?
Oh my days, I'm going to kick her in a minute, I swear. You were Shrek. Yeah, so she wanted this song. It's a favourite film and she always used to watch it with one of her dearest friends that's no longer sadly with her anymore. So she asked if we'd play a song off that film.
Which one have we chosen?
We've chosen I'm a Believer by Smash Mouth.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. And then I saw her face, I'm a believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. The more I gave, the less I got, oh yeah. What's the use of trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. What's the use of trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer,
keys back there.
Oh, thanks. Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you Steve from Smash Mouth?
Yeah, I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think I could get your number or something?
No, I gotta go. I'm sorry. Thanks.
Wait, please? I love you.
Ooh, I love that.
I did. It's really good, that.
I do like the Monkees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just an upbeat song, isn't it?
That's lovely. And I did have a little thing for little Davy Jones for a while.
Did you?
Oh yeah, he's cute.
Sado.
Hey! So I was busy swatting up last night till like 1:30 this morning. What was you doing, Lisa?
I was doing it as well. I was looking at... I was.
I was thinking, I was writing all my song sheet down. I was thinking, I'm going to go mad if she hasn't done it. Oh.
So I'd like to say good luck to all the kids that have gone back to school this week.
Yeah.
Mine went back today, which is, for us, it's Monday. This is going out on Wednesday, but one of mine went back today, so I hope it has a lovely
One of
day.
mine's gone back today to sixth form.
Yeah.
Which is Monday, because we're recording on the Monday, and the other two go back tomorrow.
Must be scary for them, because he was excited, but a bit apprehensive, about going back.
Well, yeah, because they've had so much time off, so it's...
Just changing the subject about lockdown easing, did you see the queues of people Sunday night in Coventry outside a pub?
No.
There was queues of people all the way down the road outside this pub, waiting till 12:01 when they could open.
What? They weren't going to open at 12:01.
They did.
Midnight 12?
Midnight 12 o'clock.
You're joking me?
Honestly.
Well, my daughter, she's gone back into work today. She is in the top house in Liverpool. Hannah and Lucy.
Right there, girls.
Lucy's Lisa's biggest fan. I got sent a video of them watching the show, on the YouTube last week. But she's gone back into work. I don't know how I think she's just part-time at the minute. But that's in the Top House pub in Walton Village.
My brother has opened his salon today. Yeah. Good luck to you, Mark.
Because he's in England, isn't he?
Yes.
And salons here have already opened.
Yeah.
They've been open, I think, about 2 weeks, something like that. Something like that. And then England's only just opened on
today,
the 12th.
Monday, the 12th, yeah. So he's opening his salon today. I've seen his appointment book, and he's booked all week.
Is he?
Fully booked.
See, I think down here was very, very busy at first, and now, because my daughter works in the beauty side of it, she said it's quite quiet now.
Yeah. Well, I sent one of my daughters to your daughter's salon. She had her hair done, and she looked beautiful. So thank you to Oasis in Queensferry. That's very nice of you.
Oh, while we're on that subject, let me go through my little note.
Oh, she's such a swat.
So, if anyone's looking to do makeup courses...
Oh, shall we do one?
I don't need to. I'm fabulous at hair. No, I'm not.
I'm fabulosa.
I'm fabulosa. Anyone looking to do makeup courses, they are being held at Oasis Hair and Beauty in Queensferry and hosted by my very own Molly.
Oh, Molly Moon.
So, it's on a Facebook page, so if you want more details of the beauty courses that are available, you can go on Oasis Hair and Beauty page, which is in Queensferry, or you can go on Makeup by Molly Louise, and the details are on there.
So what else have you been up to?
The usual press interviews, being busy, signing autographs, as it is.
Stalking people.
Stalking Pete.
Yeah.
So, what do you think then about all this? Do you think we're going to go back into lockdown?
I'm convinced of it.
Well, they reckon we're not. They said there won't be, and I'm thinking, how can we avoid? Although the jabs have been given out, I can't see it. I can't see us not having one last go with it. I don't know.
I don't. But you think about how many people have been.
I think if people are sensible today.
Yeah.
And don't all crowd out and go touching and coughing on each other and rush into people's houses, because you're only really allowed one bubble inside now in Wales. I don't know about England from today, aren't you?
Yeah.
One bubble. Was it one other household or is it one person? I think it's one other household, is it?
Not sure.
I'll have to check that. But you're allowed one bubble indoors, but I think everyone's just going to be like, yay, and just go back to normal.
My sister, I spoke to my sister this morning. She's been invited to a coffee morning this week, and she said, it's like everybody's just gone, right, everything's back to normal.
I think because it's been so tight for so long, as soon as they've let the elastic sort of bend a bit, everyone's going, whoa, like we're free. But I think that'll be next. Should we play another song, Lisa?
Yeah, what we're playing?
Well, you can introduce this, because this is on your song list.
Oh, is this my song list? Okay. This is for Demi.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and it's called Driver's License
I like
by
this.
Olivia Rodrigo, is it?
Rodrigo, yeah.
Got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about. Cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. But today I drove through the suburbs crying cause you weren't around. And you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me doubt. She's so much older than me. She's everything I'm insecure about. Yet today I drove through the suburbs. Cause how could I ever love someone else? And I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. Guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. And all my friends are tired of hearing how much I miss you, but I kinda feel sorry for them, 'cause they'll never know you the way that I do. Yet today I drove through the suburbs and pictured I was driving home to you. And I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one. Oh, and I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. I guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. Red lights, stop signs, I still see your face in the white cars, front yards. Can't drive past the places we used to go to, 'cause you know I still love you, babe. Sidewalks we crossed, I still hear your voice in the traffic. We're laughing over all the noise. God, I'm so blue, no we're through, but you know I still love you, babe. I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. 'Cause you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. Yeah, you said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
I do like that track, do you?
Yeah.
I think we played it on week 1 for Tom Hesketh, didn't we?
Yeah.
Really good. I
Tell everyone what I bought you this morning.
Oh yeah, she handed me this morning these. Well, I did think she was handing me a pack of green beans, and I was thinking, okay, Lisa, why are you handing me? Do I look like I eat green beans? But they were actually these. Oh, you can hear me picking them up now. They are
biscuits,
little biscuits like what you get at Starbucks.
Yeah,
and that,
you get
like
them
a little
outside your coffee, don't you?
That's me putting them back down. Yeah, so she's bought me a huge big pack of them. So I think she wants to feed me up.
And you bought me. You must think I smell because you brought me my sponge.
Yeah,
It smells divine.
and it's from Scentaholic.
Scentaholic. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
So anyone that wants a scent, it's a sponge loaded with soap, and I got you Snow Fairy.
I'll be in the shower tonight and I'll think of you.
So if you could maybe do a little get a little video out of it. If you could do a little TikTok, just obviously not with you naked in the shower washing your bits.
All right then, yeah.
If you could just maybe rate it and tag Centreholic in it.
I will do, yeah.
They do some lovely stuff and some.
Got an interesting fact.
Got to bring you melt. Oh, sorry, Lisa, I knew there was something.
You melt. People who sleep face down on the stomach with their arms above their head like that.
Yeah.
Have more sexual dreams.
What? Who the heck sleeps on their stomach with their head like that? I couldn't.
With their arms up in the air. So imagine lay down on your stomach with your arms above your head.
Put your head to the side.
Yeah. Apparently you have more sexual dreams. Try it tonight.
I'm going to try it tonight and let you know next week.
Yeah.
I don't think I could sleep like that though. It'd be so uncomfortable.
And another interesting fact for you.
Oh goodness me, go on.
Your pain threshold sees a stark increase when you're aroused.
Your pain threshold?
Yeah, so if I slapped you across the face now...
But I was aroused,
and it hurt, but if you were aroused, it wouldn't hurt as much.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's interesting to know. So if I fall over, I've got to shout, quick, someone rub me bum and get me excited.
Just get your video out of Pete.
Well, I've got some questions for you, Lisa.
Oh.
Right, and I'll put these on the page as well, I think, and ask.
Okay, you put one on the page this week, didn't you?
Yeah, we've got that to follow up, haven't we? But there's 2 more we're going to put out. So if the world was to end next week and you could do anything you wanted, even if it's illegal, what would you do?
Ooh, I would have a list.
Would you?
Yeah, what would I do?
So you'd have a whole week to do anything you wanted, even illegal activities.
Right, well, I'd break into Jason Statham's house, tie him up, and have my wicked way with him.
Oh my days!
What else would I do? I'd do a supermarket sweep and run out and not pay for it.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And then I'd give it all to charity as I run out. I'd start telling everybody what I thought of them.
Yeah,
honestly.
that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Because I am one of them people, I do like to be honest with people, but there's certain times that you can't.
Yeah, you have to tolerate people sometimes, don't you? Really?
Oh yes,
yeah.
I really know you
Like
do.
I have to tolerate you.
You knew that's what I was thinking then.
I knew you were going to say that. I've got to get that in first.
What would you do?
I don't know. I think I'd run riot. I'd definitely go after people that needed the karma.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'd have to get that in. There's plenty of them. So I'd have to do that. I'd get that in at the start of the week so they had a whole week.
Would you drive? Would you get in the car and drive? You got
I'd be scared of crashing, wouldn't I?
You're going to die anyway.
I suppose. I don't know. I'd do a supermarket sweep, definitely.
Yeah, it's a good one, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah, so if you...
I'd have a big party, I think, with people that I liked.
Yeah.
I'd tell all the toxic people exactly what I thought of them.
Yep. We don't know many toxic people, though, do we?
No.
Oh, I'd eat everything. I'd have a kebab and an Indian every night.
Oh, I do that anyway. That's my question too. Right. If you could eat anything you wanted to without gaining weight, what would it be?
Are we just doing food or alcohol?
Oh.
Vodka. Food-wise...
Yeah, what would you eat?
Favourite...
And you would never gain weight from it?
Cheesecake.
Would
If
you?
it was a dessert. Cheesecake for my dessert, but for my main meal, never... Yeah, it'd have to be a Manchester kebab.
Oh, would it?
Big naan bread with chicken and...
Oh.
Yeah, salad and...
Yeah, I see, I'd live off takeaways if I'd never
Oh,
put
that
on
covers
weight.
a multitude.
I'd just pick takeaways. If I'd never put on weight from it, I'd just pick takeaways.
Well, that could be anything, couldn't it? Chippy, McDonald's.
You wouldn't have to cook ever again, would you? Or think about cooking.
Yeah.
That's a whole waste of my life, thinking about cooking.
When have you ever thought about cooking?
I do sometimes.
Dan does it all.
No.
Yes, he
I
does.
did a big roast dinner on Easter.
No, you didn't.
And it takes a lot of effort to think about what takeaway you're going to ring and actually type it in what your order is, you know.
How's your cussing down going on with your takeaways?
It's going really well. I've only had... How many have I had? 2 in a week.
2 in a weekend?
Yeah, it's probably about right.
I found a new way for us to
2 in a
lose weight.
weekend, I'm not lying.
I found a new way for us to lose weight.
Go on.
30 minutes of active sex burns 200 calories.
Oh, well, that's me out of the picture then, because I won't be burning any off. My life's far too
I should be
important.
dead skinny, me.
My life's far too important to cook and be thinking about that.
Really?
department. Yes.
Oh, you miserable.
We asked on the page, didn't we, about...
Oh, yes, I saw that.
3 wishes.
What would yours be?
I've had 3 wishes.
Yeah. Mine, while you're thinking...
You're dead good at thinking of things and I'm not.
Of course you are. Mine would be to have the perfect body.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be one
Want
of them.
that.
I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in world peace. Although...
Oh, you miserable son.
It'd be nice, but I'm not wasting my wishes on that, I'm sorry. So I'd like to be slim, and I've got perfect teeth and everything else. I'd also like to never ever, for me and my closest, or just myself actually, to never have to worry about money.
Yeah, a lot of people have said health and happiness, see?
Yeah, same thing.
Health and
If you've got money, you're going to be happy.
So we've got Catherine Lindop. She said everyone in the world to be happy, to find true love and to eat what she wants without gaining weight.
Excellent. Love that.
Centaholic said health, happiness and bring back her mum. Oh, yeah.
Love that.
That is so cute. Linda Winder said health and happiness. Ian Williams said world peace, no famine, all humans to be respected. It's not much to ask, really.
Yeah, that's a good one as well.
Yeah, Julie Blythen, health, wealth and happiness, same. And Jamie Plant, I hope none of these are rude because I'm reading them straight off the cuff. He said, own a time machine to travel back in time to bring my late wife back to me. Oh, and
Keeping it real here on Loose Ladies.
I think the dog's wish is to go out for a wee. I think is that your wish, is it?
Yeah.
A bit of attention
There we go. Sorry about that, everyone.
Yeah, so it was a time machine to bring back his late wife and have £1 trillion in his bank account and have unlimited wishes. That's a good one, unlimited wishes.
Yeah, you can't have that.
That's a
just-
good one,
no, you
unlimited
can't have
wishes.
that.
Yeah, that'd be one of mine, unlimited wishes.
Yeah, no, that's cheating.
Sure, what one of mine would be?
Oh, you've thought?
One of my wishes would be to bring back the death penalty for child murderers and paedophiles.
Oh, love that.
That's what mine would be, one of mine, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of mine.
Excellent choice.
Excellent. Right, should we have a song? Or have you got some more information for us?
Oh, I've got another interesting fact if you want one. I'm full of them today.
Oh, go on.
Men have 11 erections on average a day.
Well, I'm not going to shout Barry for that one. Bad
11. How did they hide that?
I don't know.
See, we're quite lucky, aren't we? Because nobody can tell if we're...
I'm not.
aroused.
Didn't even think about that, me. I'm too busy.
She's lying.
I'm
I've seen her
far
when
too
she's watching them videos of Positive Pete.
Right, let's go to the next song.
Go on then, what we're playing.
So it's Angels Like You and it's Miley Cyrus.
Miley.
Flowers in hand, waiting for me. Every word in poetry won't call me by name, only baby. The more that you give, the less that I need. Everyone says I look happy when it feels right. I know that you're wrong for me. Gonna wish we never met on the day I leave. I brought you down to your knees, 'cause they say that misery loves company. It's not your fault I ruin everything, and it's not your fault I give you what you need. Baby, angels like you can fly down here with me. I'm everything they said I would be. La la la, I'm everything they said I would be. I'll put you down slow, love you goodbye before you let go. Just one more time, take off your clothes, pretend that it's fine. A little more hurt won't kill you tonight. Mama says you don't look happy. Close your eyes. I
back in the room.
We're back in the room.
So it's been a bit of a
sad week, hasn't it?
Sad week, yeah, because there's 2 famous people that we know of that have died. Hey, you didn't know Jane McDonald's partner's died?
Oh, yeah, I seen that. How sad.
And then Prince Philip.
Yeah.
99.
I think we knew that was coming, didn't we?
Yeah,
But it's still
absolutely.
a shock, obviously, for his family and his wife, and 70 odd years.
70 odd years. Yeah, he's been very loyal, hasn't he, to be fair. And then there was...
Nicky Graham.
That was heartbreaking, though.
She's only 38.
And apparently she's suffered with anorexia.
For years, hasn't she?
All her life, since she was little.
Isn't it scary, that?
Really scary.
It's really sad.
Especially being the mother of so many girls, and you must feel the same. Eating disorders, you know, they start off going on diets, and then you think, oh, is it going to go too far? And it does cross your mind.
Yeah. And I think people only associate eating disorders when people become painfully thin and look poorly. People don't seem to get that you can look fine and have an eating disorder, or you can have a bit of weight on you and have an eating disorder.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I think I used to have a bit of a problem in that I was a secret eater, me. And I'd be like, oh, I don't understand why I'm putting weight on. And then I'd be getting up like 2 o'clock in the morning and thinking, I'll have a biscuit and some milk.
And just not telling anybody.
Not telling anybody, and I'm going, oh, I'm putting on weight and don't understand why. And that's a disorder with food.
Yeah, see, I have a very unhealthy relationship with food, and I know I have, but I can't stop myself. And I know I'm overweight, and I know it's really unhealthy for me to be this overweight, because I've got diabetes. But I look at myself and see myself as being big, and then I get depressed over it. And then I think, well, I'm horrible and big anyway, and then I'll go and eat.
More.
But I've managed now.
That's really sad, that.
I got to the point where I'd eat. I've probably not really talked about this before publicly. I'd eat and keep eating and eating and eating until my stomach literally feels like a brick and I can't move, but I won't be sick. So I'll put a pillow, lie on the sofa with a pillow propping up my belly, because I feel that full and bloated and can't literally move, and then I go into some sort of sleepy state because of my diabetes. But I'm managing now to stop when I feel, not exactly at the point where I feel full, but I'm getting closer to doing that. So I'm not eating to the point where I'm comatose in myself and I can't move. I'm trying to control that. But looking at me,
that's so good that you just actually sat and spoke about that.
But people look at me and wouldn't think that happens because I'm not super thin and I'm not looking painfully ill. Well, I'm looking painfully ill because I'm overweight. But
you don't. Let me tell you something, you don't. I'd be the first to tell you. We've all put weight on over lockdown, every one of us, for different reasons. Well, when I say every one of us, not every one of us, but a lot of people have put weight on over lockdown. And I think it's because our lives are not as busy.
Yeah, and boredom as well.
Yeah, because normally you get up, you have your breakfast, you do the school run, or you do your cleaning, or and you've got a routine. Whereas with lockdown, the kids are not getting dressed, or
boredom. So, it is hard.
Yeah.
And when I look in the mirror, I see that I'm big. So I don't know what it's like. The other scenario of being painfully poorly and still thinking you look big.
Yeah. Being slim and thinking you look big. Yeah, I think that's my problem.
And I look at myself and just think, oh God, look at the state of you. I'm just going to eat and eat and eat.
Well, let me tell you something. It's all right being all slim and everything else, but you've got to have beauty on the inside. That's more important. So, and you've got that. So,
yeah, and Nikki had that as well, didn't she? She was a fun,
a
really loud, outgoing, and some of her meltdowns, I think she'll be remembered for her. You know that, who is she?
Yeah.
Who is she?
See, I never watched Big Brother, but I remember watching the episode of her sat in the chair where she was like losing it a bit. And
yeah.
It was about 2006, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2006 in Series 7.
Yeah.
And then she won a National TV Award for Most Popular TV Contender from that.
Really?
Yeah. She wrote 2 books.
About what?
2 autobiographies, and one was called Dying to be Thin, which is really sad now when you think about...
that she died from that. Do you remember years ago when we were younger? Lena Zabaroni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first time.
Karen Carpenter.
Oh God, yeah. Lena Zabaroni's the first time I've sort of been made aware of eating disorders.
Yeah.
I was only little then, and I thought, wow, does that really happen? I was only a kid.
Mm. And then, like you say, there was Karen Carpenter. She was
I've watched her story about her. Yeah, that was really sad.
Terribly thin. Do you think that the media's got a lot to do with it? Or?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And people as well. Now, we've got social media now, and people are very, very cruel. Yeah. I see some horrendous things posted, and they're by adults, and obviously children learn from adult behaviour.
Yeah.
But you see people writing, "Oh, have you got teeth missing? You're fat. Oh, you don't look right." And I think, do you know what? If you don't like it,
just keep scrolling.
On,
don't say
block
anything.
them.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have an opinion, and I'll scroll sometimes and think, oh, maybe that dress isn't too, catchy for her, or it's not the right colour. But I wouldn't dream of writing it on someone's post and knocking their confidence. It's all right to have an opinion and think it.
Or if they ask it.
Or putting it out there. And then obviously other trolls then join in, don't they? And go, I noticed that she's got false teeth. I noticed she's got little boobs. And I just think that, like Caroline Flack, all that bullying that she received online, did you see it?
Over a relationship, and shocking, wasn't it?
Saying that they didn't like her and they wanted her to be dead, and I'm just like, wow. And she become apparently that obsessed with social media and checking it.
Well, they've all got blood on their hands, haven't they? The trolls.
But Nikki wrote another book as well called Fragile. So she wrote 2 books. Nikki Graham, and she was in Ultimate Big Brother in 2010.
Oh, well, rest in peace to her.
Yeah, it's extremely sad. Awful. So what else have you got for us, Lisa, on the news block there?
Not a lot, really. It's a bit sad, that, really. I've got... let me see if I've got any more...
Do you know what I would say, though? If people... say, they've got, some people struggle with the confidence and they don't want to put things out there. But I think the more we talk about these sort of sensitive subjects, that you might feel...
Like eating disorders.
Yeah, or your mental health or self-harm or anything like that. You might feel extremely, vulnerable that you don't want to put yourself out there.
Mm.
But I think talking about it helps, but it helps other people open up as well and come forward and say, oh, yeah, I can relate to that. I do that. Or, I think it's... sometimes take the bullet and not put yourself out there completely, but open up a little bit, and it does help. And then
I guarantee you'll have helped somebody by saying that.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's important.
Do you ever suffer with migraines?
Never.
Don't you? Or headaches? Well, apparently, it's well known now that you can alleviate the pain of a migraine by having an orgasm.
Oh, well, I won't be doing a good job. I don't get them then, innit?
All the time, mate.
Well, you can also drink a lot of water for that, Lisa, which is much healthier.
No, having an orgasm's healthy as well.
Listen to me being all this prim and proper, because I really am.
Should we have a song?
We should have next. I should follow him. I should follow him where he may go. Yeah, it's your song next, Lisa. What have you got for us?
I don't know.
Oh, do you need my list?
I can't remember.
It's so unorganised. So chaos.
Oh, this reminds me of a really nice time in my life. I was partying quite a lot when this was out. Never Ever by All Saints.
A few questions that I need to know. How you could ever hurt me so. I need to know what I've done wrong and how long it's been going on. Was it that I never paid enough attention, or did I not give enough affection? Not only will your answers keep me sane, but I'll know never to make the same mistake again. You can tell me to my face, or even on the phone. You can write it in a letter. Either way, I have to know. Did I never treat you right? Did I always start the fight? Either way, I'm going out of my mind. All the answers to my questions I have to find.
My head's spinning. Boy, I'm in a daze. I feel isolated. Don't wanna communicate. I'll take a shower. I will scour. I will run. Find peace of mind. The happy mind I once owned.
Vocabulary runs right through me. The alphabet runs right from A to Z. Conversations, hesitations in my mind. gotta feel at ease. Need to be free from pain and go insane. My heart is, yeah. Sometimes vocabulary runs through my head. The alphabet runs right from A to Z. Conversations, hesitations in my mind. You got my conscience asking questions that I can't find. I'm not crazy. I'm sure I ain't done nothing wrong. And now I'm just waiting. 'Cause I heard that this feeling won't last that long. Never ever have I ever felt so low. When you're gonna take me out of this black hole. Never ever have I ever felt so sad. The way I'm feeling, yeah, you got me feeling really bad. Never ever had I had to find. I've had to dig away to find my own peace of mind. I've never ever had my conscience to fight. The way I'm feeling, yeah, it just don't feel right. Never ever have I ever felt so low. When you're gonna take me out of this black hole. Never ever have I ever felt so sad. The way I'm feeling, yeah, you got me feeling really bad. Never ever have I had to find. I've had to dig away to find my own peace of mind. I've never ever had my conscience to fight. The way I'm feeling, yeah, it just don't feel right. Never ever have I ever felt so low. When you're gonna take me out of this black hole. Never ever have I ever felt so sad. The way I'm feeling, yeah, you got me feeling really bad. Never ever have I had to find. I've had to dig away to find my own peace of mind. I've never ever had my conscience to fight. The way I'm feeling, yeah, it just don't feel right. Tell me to my face. You can tell me on the phone. Ooh, you can write it in a letter, babe. 'Cause I really need to know. You can write it in a letter, babe.
Oh, I was naughty when that was out.
Oh, you're always naughty, you.
I was really naughty. Good time in my life, though. What year was it?
Oh, don't know. That's a
Ooh.
producer. Barry Dale, if you're around, what year was it?
It was in the 90s, I think.
I think it was the 90s, wasn't it?
Early 90s.
Wasn't really into All Saints myself.
No, I wasn't. It was just, it must have been the charts at the time.
And that one sort of...
97.
Was it? That one sort of got on my nerves, because it was never, 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 just constantly.
Right.
Okay, you liked it.
God.
It got on my right.
Well, it could be worse. We could be playing some of your heavy head-banging stuff.
Headbanging, it's modern music, dearest.
What are we talking about now?
Right.
Anything interesting?
Yeah,
Or
this
do you want an
week...
interesting fact before...
Oh, go on, throw us one of them in then first, because the next one's going to be a bit of a serious discussion.
All right, then. Well, this is a really interesting fact.
Oh, no, go on.
No, it's interesting.
It's rude.
Apart from humans, okay,
So drag this.
wolves,
Mhm.
bears and bats
Yeah.
also indulge in oral sex.
Oh, my heavens. Barry!
Can you believe that? Wolves, bears and bats. How can a bat have oral sex?
A bat?
They've got teeth.
I just see them floating around hanging off upside down ceilings.
Honestly.
Aren't they protected, aren't they, bats as well? Aren't they highly protected?
Yeah.
They're scary, then.
Weird that. I've got this vision now of...
Oh, no, don't. Yeah, do! Too much.
Come on, let's get serious then.
Right, a bit of a serious one now, so...
I've got my serious face on.
When I was scrolling through my TikTok in the week,
Yeah, go on.
there's a follower of mine, Donna.
Mm-hmm.
She's got lovely children and she's up there in London. And she is a white British Muslim.
All right.
And she converted to Muslim when she married her husband. And I noticed that she was talking about a ban on the hijab.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing it right? I apologise in advance if I've pronounced it wrong. But she was talking about this ban, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. Where's this? Because I've not heard anything. I presumed it was here. Anyway, she informed me that it was France.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, we're going to do some research on that, because it's a really good topic to sort of open up about and get people's opinions. So I had a quick search and stuff, and apparently French Parliament last week voted to ban the wearing of the hijab in public for under 18s, to ban the bikinis, is it? Which is like a full covered up swimsuit.
The burkini is not the face covering,
No,
is it?
it's like the hijab and the whole body and arms are covered, sort of like what you'd wear in Victorian times, really.
Because I remember something in the media about them getting hold of a woman on the beach in France, and they made her take all this. Honestly,
oh my days!
It was. I'm trying to think when it was. I think it was last year, sometime.
Well, they want the burkinis in public pools banned.
And on 2016 it was. I apologise. 2016, 4 armed policemen on a beach in Nice were bullying a woman by forcing her to strip off layers.
Oh my days.
Another woman, identified only as Siam, was also found on the beach for dressing in a similar way.
Is this France?
Yeah. And so apparently not wearing an outfit for respecting good morals and secularism.
What, just because she's covered up?
But the faces weren't covered up. You see, does that mean, and I know the answer to this, what I'm going to say, because I've already read it, that what about people who wear T-shirts? You know, they weren't approached. There was people sat on the beach covered up with T-shirts or headscarves or...
Well, yeah, because you wear a hat and headscarf.
Exactly.
And naturally, to protect yourself from the sun, you put, even on babies, you put a hat on or a headscarf or something to cover.
I think this is about the terrorism in France.
Do you?
And
they're just tarring everybody.
Absolutely.
Well, they're going to ban it as well. The hijab's going to get... Well, they've voted. It's not been passed yet, but they want it banning for anyone accompanying kids on a school trip as well. But if them kids are going on a school trip, they already know that parent because the kids are in that school. So it's not that they can't identify him, is it?
Then the other side of it is terrorists will go into schools and act like a normal parent.
Yeah, but you can't... Is it fair to tar every... Because the Muslims I know certainly aren't...
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, they're lovely.
And I know some Muslims that are, you know, as nice as anything. But then you've got to think, look at the terrorism in this country and how they've blended into...
society.
Yeah, and they've been trusted and everything else. And then they've killed people. You've seen them in London and... wherever. So where do you say...
Yeah, where does it stop?
Yeah, and here we go. Just supposing a Muslim family move into the area and they go to your child's school and the mum is wearing a full-on burqa and you
the
can't see...
veil's banned already, isn't it, in France?
Yes. But in this country, I'm saying,
over here we're not.
Would you feel comfortable not knowing a lot about them? Just supposing they're very private people... Would you feel comfortable about them going on a school trip with your children?
If they're fully covered up?
Yeah.
I don't know, because
It's difficult,
you don't
isn't it?
really see the full veil here where we live in Wales. It's more like London and places like that, isn't it?
But that's what I'm saying. How do you think these people are feeling? This, about the burkini, is absolutely disgusting because these women are not covering their faces, they're not in an airport, do you understand what I mean? They're on a beach and... It'd be all right if you or I were covered up, because I'm quite, you know...
Yeah, I
like to be covered up on the beach. I don't like people seeing me. And I like to wear a hat sometimes. So I'd be more covered up than they would be.
Yeah, and I think as well, how did... The ladies that wear the full veils, obviously they can't in France because it's already banned. But here, if they wear the full veil, imagine how they feel going to a school... nervous and anxious that all these parents that don't wear a veil or
are thinking
are
you a terrorist?
They are bad people when Muslims aren't terrorists are extremists, and there's like people don't
but
get
they've disguised
that.
themselves as
and I think people just think now, oh, that's a Muslim, and they don't sort of educate themselves to know that it's not to do with religion, it's to do with the extremists.
But then you can see why. You can. All right, here's an example. A house has been burgled in the neighbourhood and the description of the offending woman, because she kicked a dog outside the house to death, the description was big eyelashes and pink hair. wearing a loose ladies t-shirt.
Yeah, I'd automatically think it was me.
So every time
well,
somebody
it wouldn't
saw...
be me because there's no one else that walks around like that.
But what I'm saying is, every time somebody saw someone with pink hair...
They'd be ringing up, wouldn't they, saying, "Oh, just seen this lady."
Or they'd be saying, "You're a dog beater, you."
Yeah.
And they tie you with the same brush. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's exactly what's happened with these Muslims. And it's
really
sad,
awful.
but I can sort of understand it. I can understand it.
So what's everyone's thoughts on that then?
Yeah.
That they voted at French Parliament for the banning of the hijab to be worn in public for under 18s. I don't see what the difference is over 18s really. If they're banning it for under, I don't get what that's all about.
So the hijab is
the hair to the chin, isn't it?
So you can still see facial
the
features.
face.
I don't.
And do you know what's crazy? Is people are walking around now in masks because of COVID.
Exactly.
Do we now say, sorry, you can't wear a COVID mask because we can't identify you? Bear in mind that I could be Muslim and I could be walking around with... I might not cover my hair, but I might wear a mask and I might be a practicing Muslim. Who's going to know if I'm good or bad? Who's going to know what my thoughts are, what my plan... Even if I was a Catholic...
Since lockdown,
no one knows.
since COVID... crime's gone up, as in shoplifting and things like that.
Because they're covering the faces.
Yeah.
And it's not a Muslim thing, it's just everyone in general has got to cover their face. So at this time, they're saying, let's ban this headscarf and stuff that they're wearing. But we're still walking around in France, but we're still wearing face masks to cover for protection for COVID. It makes no sense, does it?
I do think this is a racist thing.
I think it's quite discriminative, to be honest.
Yeah, I do. Especially if they're showing the face. And to not be allowed to wear one of them full costumes in a public bath, well, why not? So what if... see, this is what I'm saying.
Why do they have to wear a bikini if they don't like... Or a swimsuit if they don't want it? If they don't feel comfortable showing their legs or their hair, why should they be made to bear all in the pool?
Give us your comments anyway. We'll put that on the page, and I think it's time for a coffee.
Yeah. And I'd give a shout out to Donna, and I can't remember all the kids' names, but I'm going to try before we go for this break because I know they'd be really excited. So, hello to Donna. I think one's Mohammed. Sakina, she's a little Down syndrome baby. She's beautiful. I'll show you in a minute. I'm trying to think of Bea. No, I can't remember the other daughter's name. And all of you, and if I've forgotten anyone's name, send them. I'll mention you next week.
Yeah.
Break. What we're going to play?
Jaws.
We're going to play Diamonds by Sam Smith.
Oh, I like this. I like
this.
Have it all, rip our memories off the wall. All the special things I bought, they mean nothing to me anymore. But to you, they were everything we were. They meant more than every word. Now I know just what you love me for. Take all the money you want from me. Hope you become what you want to be. Show me how little you care, how little you care, how little you care. You dream of glitter and gold. My heart's already been sold. Show you how little I care, how little I care, how little I care. My diamonds leave with you. You're never gonna hear my heart break. Never gonna move in dark ways. Baby, you're so cruel. My diamonds leave with you. Material never fooled me. When you're not here, I can't breathe. Think I always knew. My diamonds leave with you. Shake it off. Shake the fear of feeling lost. Always me that pays the cost. I should never trust so easily. You lied to me, lied to me. Then left with my heart round your chest. Take all the money you want from me. Hope you become what you want to be. Show me how little you care, how little you care, how little you care. You dream of glitter and gold. My heart's already been sold. Show you how little I care, how little I care, how little I care. My diamonds leave with you. You're never gonna hear my heart break. Never gonna move in dark ways. Baby, you're so cruel. My diamonds leave with you. Material never fooled me. When you're not here, I can't breathe. Think I always knew. My diamonds leave with you.
dark ways. Baby, you're so cruel. My diamonds leave with you. Material love won't fool me. When you're not here, I can't breathe. Think I always do. My diamonds leave with you. You're never gonna hear my heart break. Never gonna move the dark ways. Baby, you're so cruel. My diamonds leave with you. Material love won't fool me. When you're not here, I can't breathe. Think I always knew. My diamonds leave with you. Always knew. My diamonds leave with you. Always knew. My diamonds leave with you.
Online, on your radio, and on your smart speaker.
This is Radio D-Side, community radio for news, sport, weather and travel. Visit our new website at www.radiodside.com.
During the COVID-19 outbreak, only trust official information sources and credible media outlets. Do not share unverified information.
Community radio helping you through the pandemic. Radio D-Side Community Radio.
At the centre of local life.
Together, we can make a difference.
Stay safe and listen to us. All the way from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s and today.
Playing you the greatest hits of all time.
D-Side, 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 D-Side.
How's your coffee?
Oh, that was really nice. I needed that, you know.
Do you like
I do like your sexy coffee.
Do a nice coffee. And biscuits as well. We had wafers, didn't we?
Yeah, they reminded me of when you were a kid and you really want a club biscuit off your nan and she gives you a mouldy old wafer at the bottom of the biscuit barrel and you're like craving for that. And you were singing the club song to me, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. What is it?
If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club. Which club is it? 'Cause I'll join. I'm just
we're
updating
talking
our
about,
socials.
Old sweets, weren't we? And Spangles.
Yeah.
Do you remember what Snickers used to be called?
Marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they changed it. Why?
Did you ever have... do you remember Jubblies as well? I used to love Jubblies from the shop.
Don't know what they were. What were them?
Them frozen drink things.
Oh, I don't know.
They're like triangle.
Oh, were they called Jubblies? The triangle, like... oh, no, they
Yeah.
were too cold, then. It'd take you forever to get through the blooming thing.
I used to love them, mate.
Like them dummies you get off the fair, sugar dummies.
Oh, I hate them. I hate them.
And your hair would stick, it'd be hanging around your neck, it'd get all
Oh,
fluffy.
you'd fall asleep on the way home from Blackpool.
Yeah, and it's stuck on...
With a sugar dummy, and you'd be like, and fall asleep and it'd be all over your face.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what's worse, though. What? Getting drunk, having a kebab, and falling asleep and waking up and it's all over your face.
I've done that before now. In
Yeah,
my
me and
heavy
David have.
drinking days, I'll tell you a little thing. In my heavy drinking days, this is why I had to sort of come to my senses and stop, is I was absolutely hammered one night. I had a big... It was when Styles nightclub was open in D-Side. That's how long ago it was. I only ever went once. But anyway, I had this big burger, it was. Big cheeseburger and chips and all that. And I thought, oh, do you know, I'll take it to bed with me and eat it there because I'm going to crash. I got to the top of the stairs and I must have like KO'd on the landing, and I woke up with this cheeseburger. The back bit had gone, but the cheeseburger that stuck to my cheek when I come round. I thought, oh my days, what am I? I thought, you know, when you're really drunk and hungry, I thought,
Yeah.
oh, what am I? I'm just going to eat it. So I peeled it off my face and that's it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, that's when I decided that I need to stop this, Lynn. You need to get a grip of yourself. This is not...
Mine was
the way.
in Blackpool. Me and David went out in Blackpool, got absolutely hammered. Took the kebabs back to the hotel room and just absolutely crashed on the bed and woke up with kebab all over the bed and all over us.
Oh no, it stinks as well, doesn't it?
Probably cat or something. Talking of cats,
oh, I'll give that a tip, didn't I?
about your pussy, yeah?
Yeah, so anyone that struggles with the care of a hairy pussy, I mean, my pussy is really hairy. I have a big problem with it.
I've got to be honest, I'm not a big fan.
Are you not?
No.
Of hairies?
I just don't like pussies.
Well, I groom her all the time. but she struggles with fur balls. So although my cat goes in and out, and she eats grass and she does everything cats do, and she comes in and she goes out and all that, because she's so fluffy and hairy, she gets fur balls. So if I don't keep her on indoor...
In the mouth? Do they get them in the mouth?
It's like, it's almost like they're choking, and then they'll bring up like a phlegmy ball of fur.
Oh.
And sometimes they get stuck and
So
they can
how
be
does the
sick.
fur get in it?
Because they constantly lick, don't they? And groom them, because they're quite clean.
I'm not... I don't know much about pussies, to be honest, so...
Yeah, so mine's constantly licking and grooming herself, and she's spotless, so obviously she gets a lot of fur intake. So I put her on indoor cat food, and
Right.
while she's on that, she's brilliant. You don't get a problem with this choking and these fur balls coming up. But if I put her on normal food, it all happens again. So I spoke to the vet and...
Dry cat food?
Yeah, but it's indoor cat food, so if you've got a
What do you mean
furry...
indoor?
Well, you can get it, because some cats stay in, people don't let them out. Show cats and things don't go out, they stay in, because people would obviously pinch them.
What's yours? Is it an indoor pussy or an outdoor pussy?
Indoor and outdoor.
Right.
She prefers to be out more than in. But to stop her getting these fur balls, I put her on indoor cat food. She's been on it the whole duration now, except when I can't get it. But the vet said keep her on it because it will help with the fur balls. Even though she goes out, it's okay to use the indoor cat food. And Jackie Quick messaged and said cat grass works well too for fur balls. And cat grass. I don't know what that is, but we can check that out. Cat grass.
Okay, go on.
And it works well for fur balls, or there's a paste that you can get to put on their paw. It's like a liquid paraffin sort of based paste.
What about putting a cone on their head so they can't lick themselves?
And they lick it off and they pass the fur ball.
Why do you put a cone on its head?
You can't do that. Would you like to go around with a big cone on your head?
Oh, I don't lick my feet.
They don't just lick the feet, they lick the whole body.
Oh, I don't lick my body, so I don't need a cone.
You don't. I'd be a bit worried if you started that. Have you got any useful tips anyway, Lisa?
I've probably got a few...
Yeah, because you're very
facts, I don't know about tips. I'll give you a fact off the top of my head. Did you know pizza boxes are not really recyclable?
Really?
Do you know why? Because grease and cheese don't separate from paper fibres. I never knew that.
So if you put pizza boxes in your recycling, it doesn't get recycled?
Apparently not.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, I didn't. It's something I read. Don't hold me to ransom on that, because it could be wrong, but I read it, and this article I read, and it was saying that the grease doesn't separate. I still recycle my boxes.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Well, you have to, don't you? Or you get a massive fine.
So go on, have you got any more useful information?
Just putting a question out, actually, on our socials. So it'll be on Instagram, which is Loose Ladies Live, and it'll be on our Facebook page, which is Loose Ladies Live, and it's asking what we've been talking about eating and stuff.
All right, let's think of... Do you know anything that you've been passed down that's supposed to be useful?
Only old wives' tales, superstitious...
Don't walk under a ladder.
Don't move on a Friday.
Don't move on a Friday?
Yeah, Friday's flitting, short sitting, is what my nan said.
I've never heard that before.
Haven't you? Yeah, Friday flitting, short sitting.
I've heard of Monday's child is full of grace, Tuesday. You've heard that one?
And walking under a ladder.
What day were you born, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. I think I was found. Don't think I was born.
I was born on a Wednesday, full of woe, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not. So it can't be true, can it?
I was probably born on a Wednesday because I'm definitely full of woe. No, I'm not.
Go on, what else? Drink cabbage water, I used to be told.
Ew. Why? What does that do? Make you poo?
No, your skin. It's really good for your skin. That's why I've got lovely skin.
Sit cabbage water. What do you do? Boil it and drink it?
Yeah, when you used to boil your cabbage.
It's sick in my mouth. Oh, yeah. Drink it.
I want to know about your preferences. Don't you like cabbage?
Yeah, but cabbage water.
Cabbage juice. Oh, it's lovely.
Seriously? That's like drinking sprout juice.
Oh, do you know what I did last night?
Drank sprout juice?
No. I did my Marmite sprouts.
What? See, there's a useful tip.
Oh, this is how my children absolutely love them. They won't eat normal sprouts, some of them. They just think they're a bit boring. Marmite sprouts, yeah?
Yeah.
So what you do your sprouts as normal.
Yeah. Not liking the sound of this, but go on.
Honestly. Put Marmite on them. So Marmite's
in the water?
No, you drain them, put Marmite on them, mix them all up. So
it's
Marmite
like marinating.
Yeah. Throw them in the oven.
Yeah.
And the Marmite roasted sprouts.
So they give you that though?
No.
If you eat too many, because sprouts do windy things.
Well, it depends how many you have. Everything in moderation.
suppose. I don't know. I'm not a Marmite person. It's one of them, innit? You either love it or you hate it, as everyone says.
See, I love Marmite, but some of my children are not big fans of Marmite, and I didn't tell them what was on them once, and then they tried them and they loved them.
Oh.
So there you go.
I've got, can I just give this a shout out? Because I've just been talking to Donna on our socials while we were fiddling about and talking about tips. And I asked for her children's names so we could give them a shout out.
Oh, yeah, go on then.
Because some of them do quite a lot of TikTok dances. So she's just sent me the name. So big hello to Donna and her lovely children. And I hope I pronounce their names correctly. And if I don't, kick me.
I'll kick you anyway.
She'll kick me for you. So hello to Ferdoz, Kartha, Baya, Mohammed, Alia and Sakina.
Oh, hello to all of you. Have a lovely day.
And keep dancing, keeping us cheery, because you're doing absolutely brilliant with them dances.
Excellent.
I do love a good TikTok dance, but I can't do it myself.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not very good at dancing. I've got another thing to give out as well. Do you know we asked a question earlier about 3 wishes?
Oh, yeah.
So on our Instagram, we had a reply on there, which was from Gail, who is Paper Wings, or I think she's got another name on TikTok. But anyway, she said, wish 1 for COVID to be gone for good. Wish 2 for the bank account to never run out of money. And wish 3 to find her true love and soulmate before she's too old. Oh, she's not too old. She's only our age.
That's pretty old.
Oh, yeah, okay, we are a little bit old, but we don't look it. And Gail looks absolutely wonderful as well. So we're rocking the old age.
Yeah.
We are rocking the
Are
old
we
age.
middle-aged now, or old age?
I don't know, is middle age not 60, is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So what?
Should we just be middle-ish age?
We'll just be in our prime.
Yeah. Oh, and as well, Lisa, get your knickers ready to throw. You're going to get excited over this one.
Why?
I've just read in the Real Journal that
Real
Journal that Tom Jones is going to perform an exclusive outdoor concert in Rill.
Oh my God!
Wednesday, September the 1st, and tickets go on sale for this. They might all be gone by the time the show airs, because I should imagine it's going to be a bit of a sellout.
Don't tell anyone then. Don't tell anyone.
Don't be so mean. Get your tickets. Oh, you can't. No, because the tickets don't go on. Oh, and yeah, tickets don't go on sale yet. We're fine. We can give it out. So ticket sales start on Friday the 16th of April at 10 a.m.
It's Saturday the 17th if you're listening that the tickets go on sale. Hey, I wonder if Barry could get us to do a live show from Rill.
From Rill.
Interview
Sir Tom.
Oh my, that would be the highlight of anyone's life, wouldn't it?
Would it? Yeah. Quite exciting, and a bit of a memorable moment. So ticket sales Friday the 16th of April at 10 a.m. and they're available from Ticketmaster and realpavilion.co.uk. That's if you want to go and see good old Sir Tom Jones.
Why is doing that then?
There's a news article on it which I will share on the Loose Ladies page, but
tag me in that.
You're going to go. Have you seen him before?
Yeah.
Oh, have you?
And I went to see him at Chester Racecourse, and
of course,
it was cancelled. I can't remember what it was cancelled for. What? He wasn't well.
Oh right! Didn't it rain when you went?
And then and then when it was rearranged, the heavens opened. But do you know what? We still had a fabulous time. Yeah, it was amazing, absolutely amazing. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
If you could have any job in the world, what would it be? In fact, let's have a song.
Pop star.
In fact, let's have a song.
All right, Nick is in a twist.
And then we'll talk about it when we come back.
St. Yours next, Lisa. What you having?
Oh, what have I got here now? Oh, this is one where you've got to get up and you've got to have a bit of a boogie. I can imagine Lucy and Hannah dancing to this. It's Ollie Murs, Dance With Me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a special treat for you tonight. I'm gonna call my friend Ali up here to sing to you ladies. Ali! Let's go, man.
My name is Ali, nice to meet you, can I tell you, baby? Look around, there's a whole lot of pretty ladies, but none like you, you shine so bright. Yeah, I was wondering if you and me could spend a minute on the floor up close, getting lost in it. I won't give up without a fight. I just wanna, oh baby, heavy in the crowd now. Loosen up and let your hands go down, down. But go with it, girl, yeah, just close your eyes. Yeah, I feel the music moving through your body. Looking at you, I can tell you want me. Don't stop, keep going till the morning light. Yeah, when I saw you there, sitting all alone in the dark, acting like you didn't have to care. I knew right then that you'd be mine, and we'd be dancing the whole damn night like, ooh, oh, baby. And I just want you to dance with me tonight. So come on, ooh, oh, baby. I just want you to dance with me tonight. Break it down now, huh? Come on, take it like that. Now bring it on back. You dance with me tonight. One more time, come on now. Do your thing. Everybody sing. I just want you to dance with me tonight. I just wanna, oh, baby. I just want you to dance with me tonight. Everybody, come on now. Girl, just close your eyes. We can dance all through the night. I just want you to dance with me tonight. And everybody sing. Girl, just close your eyes. We can dance all through the night. I just want you to dance with me tonight. So come on, girl, just close your eyes. Come on, darling, dance all through the night. I just want you to dance with me tonight.
Bit of Ollie.
Ollie's lovely.
I've
Ollie
got a bit of a
Murphy, isn't he?
secret
Crush?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do like a bit of Ollie.
Yeah, he is sweet, isn't he? He's
I'm
all
old enough
sweet.
to be his big sister,
But
but yeah, I would.
he's cute, isn't he?
So, what's the weather been like, by the way? How strange.
Every single season in one day.
Yeah, well, Sunday I woke up, checked my social media like I do, and somebody put that it was snowing and it was glorious here in Wales, but down the road in Manchester, snowing.
Yeah, we've had hail one night. We had horrific hail.
Yeah.
We had snow in the morning. We had sun in the afternoon and hail.
Something. What do you think it is?
I don't know.
I think it's global warming.
People have said that, and it's a bit scary.
Something going on. It's not right. And then it came up on my memories.
What do you
this
think it's
time
to do
last
with
year-
it's been less
Hang on, I'm
pollution?
talking. Stop it.
Oh.
This time last year. This time last year on my memories, it came up, and we're all sunbathing in the garden.
Yeah, I wonder it's done when you rudely interrupted me there. Pollution's, do you think, because pollution's gone down because there's not as many people out and about?
Possibly.
Out and about and
You might have a
using
bit of a point
cars
there,
and
yeah.
spreading germs. We've all been in, haven't we?
Well, they were saying that the whole of the planet's healing a little bit because of
Us being in.
yeah. It's not. It's going to be a matter of time, though. I think before we go back, because
I
I've
think
just
so.
been looking, and the queues outside famous shops such as Primark and everywhere else
Ridiculous.
are ridiculous. Somebody just showed me a video of someone in London.
Like a normal everyday before COVID life, isn't it?
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what. My other half has just gone to Broughton to try and buy a coat for my son because he's had to go to school in a borrowed coat off one of his.
No, because we've
siblings.
not been able to buy anything,
No,
have we?
and
Because
I
all
should
in
have
Wales, it
ordered
was
it
all
online.
taped. Everything was taped off in shops.
I should have, but I didn't. So when he gets back, maybe we should ask him what it's been like.
Yeah.
Have you got some mentions?
I've got some mentions. I've got big hello to Simon Chester. We did mention you earlier. Lynn Patterson, she tunes in
Hi,
religiously,
Lynn.
and she's an avid follower on my TikTok account now.
Is she?
Yeah. Tracy Edwards, Vicky, Mrs. Brown's Boys Comedy page. She tunes in every week.
Did you get a name?
We haven't got a name yet for her, so we'll have to continue calling Mrs. Brown's Boys Comedy page. Sally Ann, Jackie Quick, Joe Usher. He said he can't wait to see us and give us a big, huge hug.
Oh.
And we've
Hi,
got
Joe.
Gail. We've got Hannah and Lucy. Who else have I got? I'm sure it's good. Claire Jones, Rob Evans. He's always following me and commenting. He's really lovely. And then I did post on the socials about, we asked a question, didn't we, before, about if you could eat anything and not put weight on, what would it be?
Oh, yeah.
So we've had a bit of a response on there come back. So Shirley said pizza. Should eat pizza?
I don't do pizza. Do you like pizza?
No, I don't, but I do like it from Domino's.
You see, I could have a piece now and again.
And Harun's. There are other shops available.
No, I just don't like pizza. I just think it's stodgy.
I don't like the ones you buy in... Well, some I do, yeah. I couldn't stand pizza for years, and then I just suddenly got pizza away.
No, it wouldn't be my first choice, let's put it that way.
Well, Patricia Ingram said bread. She misses it, but she's got no willpower. Bread, yeah, that's a good one, because I love bread.
I do. Oh, what about an uncut piece of bread with Lurpak butter?
Oh. Yeah. Well, we're not sitting in that dream,
I know. Bread and butter. Oh, with a nice piece of bacon on. Oh, you had that this morning?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Darren made me some bread rolls this week.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, they were lovely with thick butter on.
Oh.
And do you know what I'm hooked on at the minute? Cup of soup. I had one last night. Cup of soup. Do you remember them? We used to have them at McGinnis.
Yeah.
So I had leek and potato cup of soup, and I had milk roll, toasted, to dip in. Soup and toast.
Oh, did you have butter on the milk roll?
Yeah, loads of it with soup and toast. Oh, yeah, put a video on me.
You're doing really well cutting down then.
Well, soup's cut down. It's only a liquid. I shouldn't put too many pounds on the soup.
Well, you'd think, because noodles are not very much. Have you seen how many calories are in pot noodles?
No, quite a lot though, isn't there?
Yeah, they're really high.
Surely that's got to be better than eating a chippy.
I don't know, you know.
Do you reckon? It's interesting that, isn't it?
Yeah.
My new thing now is cup of soup and toast.
Cup of soup and toast. Bread.
Cup of soup. You got to have it with bread toast, aren't you?
No. Right, what we're talking about
Hey Lisa,
now?
did you know it's Blue Monday?
What's Blue Monday?
Fabulosa Blue Monday. Just had to get that in, so just seen it on the page. Hello to everyone over in Fabulosa. Let's get that in. Blue Monday. What's Blue Monday?
Fabulosa Blue Monday?
Yeah, but what fragrance?
Oh, I've got that one, I think.
Blueberry sugar.
Blueberry sugar, yeah.
Oh, sorry,
I've never seen anyone get excited like this about cleaning products.
Alright, I need to get a line. I was cleaning last night about 11:30, 20 to 12. I do it every night before I go to bed. And in the morning I do it again after we've cooked breakfast. And I do it midday.
I think you've got a problem.
Oh, it's dead nice. I love getting up to it.
Do you know?
Clean and nothing.
Do you know what you look like today? Do you remember Kim and Aggie?
I've met Kim.
You look like Kim.
I look like Kim Woodburn with pink hair, do I?
Yeah, with your hair like that.
Well, I'll look even more like her later because I've just had a notification off Amazon that my pink rubber gloves have arrived. Me marigold pink.
You've got feathers around them.
No, but I could stick some on, couldn't I, and do a Kim and Aggie video later.
Yeah.
You can be Aggie. Aggie. Oi,
Yeah.
oi, oi.
Should we play a song?
Yeah, I think it's one of mine now, isn't it? Isn't it one of mine?
I don't know. What is it?
We have got... Hope you're going to like it, Lisa. Blinding Lights, The Weekend.
Oh, I don't know. I've not heard of
Yes, you have. Shh. Let's play it.
I've been trying to call
There we go. I do remember it now. That song.
I'm blinded by your light.
I think the kids did a TikTok dance.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? Were you dressed in them big bubble costumes?
No, it was another one.
You need to start doing more TikToks, Lisa. Get
I'm not
yourself
very
out
good
there.
at it.
Your TikToks are better than mine. Mine are
I'm
just
not very
silly.
good at it.
You get. Oh, I just thought of a tip then. You took it from me.
Sorry.
You talk too much, you.
Oh, hello. I asked you before anyway what your dream job would be.
Told you, didn't I? A pop star.
All right, a realistic dream job.
That is a realistic dream. I was always destined to be a pop star, but then I had kids.
You can't sing.
Yes, I can.
Go on then.
Well, I'm not going to sing now. That my backing tracks and my backing dances.
Listen, a real singer doesn't need backing tracks, do they?
Yeah, but as famous as me, you can't just be going out like somebody could record my material. Do you know what I mean? And make money off me. I'm just being silly,
right.
by the way.
You can have another job. What would you like? What would you? You'd have been a
Police
great
officer, detective. Yeah, CID me.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a private investigator, and I rate myself highly at being a little bit of a investigator.
That's because you're really nosy.
It's not because I'm really clever.
You're nosy.
I'm clever, so you know, a private investigator. I'd love to start my own.
Here's a
company.
question for you. Did you watch the Grand National at weekend?
Do you know what? No, I didn't, and I watch it every year. And I know people say it's really cruel, and I have to agree. It breaks my heart when you see them fall and all that. But I do put a bet on. I am guilty of that every year, and I win. There's only 1 year I haven't won, but this year I completely forgot that it was even on, so I didn't even watch it. And it is cruel. It is heartbreaking when they fall at me. It's absolutely horrific.
You see, I've got to the point in my life where I'm thinking it's just wrong.
Yeah.
My sister, because she's a vegetarian, she's never ever even got involved in it.
No.
My dad, my mum and dad got married 1968, and they came out of the church and all the men ran over to the pub because it was Grand National Day.
Wow.
And they all left my mother stood at the church steps. So it's been born into us, every year. My dad always put a bet on, my granddad put a bet on.
Same as when I was growing up.
But I've got to the point in my life where I just think it's cruel.
Yeah, when I watched it the other year and I see him fall and the head bends and I just think, oh wow, that's just horrific.
And didn't a woman win it this year for the first time?
I believe so. I've not really read up anything about it.
Yeah, an Irish lady, she won it. I can't tell you her name because I can't remember.
I'm not good on the pronunciation, don't ask me.
Yeah, so she won it.
Another thing as well is the greyhound racing as well. I think that's absolutely horrific.
Yeah,
it's
I
awful.
do. But when I've been to the dogs in Manchester, Bellevue, and yeah.
See, a lot of greyhounds get dumped on the A55 and places like that.
We did a programme about that, didn't we?
Yeah, with Almost Home Dog Rescue. They rescue a lot, don't they, of greyhounds?
So sad.
It is sad because they are. I'd love a greyhound, to be honest. I think they're absolutely glorious, beautiful, elegant dogs.
Bit like your dog.
Mine, damn pug that barks and attacks the telly.
And snores.
Snores, barks when the alarm goes off at the side of the house. Watches the CCTV and barks at that because the cat walks up the drive.
Mine waits for you to come round to bark.
I don't even know.
For us to record the show.
Yeah. Yours is normally really quiet and then I come around.
I'd just like to say a big happy 70th birthday as well.
To?
Ray, our Sue, my cousin in Australia.
Oh,
her husband
really?
is 70.
I remember them when they come over.
He was 70 on Monday, sorry. Yeah, so a big happy 70th birthday to you, Ray.
Oh, happy birthday, Ray, down under.
In Australia.
In Australia.
They went back into a lockdown, They came
Did
out
they?
of it, they went back into it. I think it's easing up again over there.
Is the man himself back yet from Broughton Park? I want to hear all about this shopping and what it's been like out in the real
Look
world.
who's just pulled up outside.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah.
Here's the man himself. Hello. I was going to say gentleman, but I won't call him
No, he's
that.
not a gentleman, is he? It's David.
Oh, sir. Right, mate.
Where have you been?
Broughton, and what an experience that was.
Really?
Yes.
Why are you talking like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it that stressful?
Yeah. Parking was chocker. I had to park towards. If anyone knows,
Broughton Park.
you can finish my conversation.
Hey, come on, let's get down to this interview.
Can you just talk to us like we're interviewing you, not like you're reading off a sheet?
Isn't she dreadful? Anyway, David, how are you and how's your shopping experience been on the 12th of April?
Well, I managed to get my son a new coat. However, I was queuing to get onto the car park and ended up parking near the Tesco's car park at Broughton, which you know is near the back end, near Asda, near McDonald's, it's packed.
Really?
Absolutely packed. So I've started off past Asda Home Store. Other stores are available, of course.
Was Asda Home Store open now?
Yep. And
So we're queuing to get in there?
Queuing to get in there. Next.
So we've just been talking about queuing in London outside
London looks
Primark. So
horrific,
it must be everywhere.
Primark has 2 rows. 100, I'd say about 100 yards in all money. 2 lines.
Do you not think... I get the lockdown. I understand that. Unbelievably understand it. But do you not think everything should have been slowly introduced?
Yeah.
Let's bring back the hospitality first. Let's bring back the zoos and things. Let's bring back... And then another week or so bring back the shops.
Or do you think people should use the common sense and think, do you know what, I don't actually need knickers from Primark, I'll go next week when it's
They
wet.
won't.
No, they won't.
They won't, because that's what got us in this mess.
So is Primark heaving? Because I've seen a lot of people raring to get to Primark.
Yeah, but people are coming out. They're coming out with one bag or with nothing. They're just browsing. People sit outside drinking Costa. It's quite like a cafe regime sort of thing. Everyone's sat out chilling. But like I say, let me see, Next, Sports Direct.
So do you think it's about...
Just getting out.
Yeah.
Not shopping. They're browsing. They're not shopping. Tesco's.
Was that busy?
That was busier than normal, and it just felt as though the Prime Minister's give you you got 2 hours stock up. People were it just seemed to be busy. People weren't over shopping, but it just seemed busier. The sun's out.
What about the roads? What were the roads like?
Well, coming out, they were queuing 200 or 300 yards from the roundabouts to get on.
Wow.
And obviously, as I'm coming out, I was saying to someone earlier on, obviously the changeover at Airbus is about 1:30, so there's a lot of fellas feet off.
Changing shifts.
But there was clearly queues.
What, fellas?
No, Lisa, don't get excited, not fellas. Queues of cars.
Fellas, most of the chaps single, sat in the car on their own, going into work, also trying to get to work because they were queuing around the roundabouts to get into Broughton.
Oh no.
You'd think it was Christmas week.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
So,
do you think we're heading into another lockdown then?
Yes,
do you think?
without a doubt. It was just like I say, it was like Christmas Eve, last minute shopping. Also, these restrictions will be off and it'll just go bang. We're back to square
everyone,
one.
because they've been cooked up in their houses, they just want to... I suppose it's like when you're released
Well,
from
I
any
won't
sort of
be, I'm
environment
sorry.
where you've been trapped. You're going to want to go out and run riot.
The good thing is the inoculations flying through. Is it 29 million's had the first jab, 6 million second jab. We're getting there. We're leading the world. And it's quite ironic, really. Now we left the EU. Who's leading it all? The British. Oh.
Right, should we have a song?
Let's have a song.
What are we having, Lisa? Bohemian? I can't even pronounce it. You can say that.
Yeah, let's play this for...
Bohemian.
this is for Roman, and it's Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's Queen.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Galileo, Galileo Figaro. Magnifico! I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go! Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let him go! Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let me go! We'll not let you go. Let me go! We'll not let you go. Let me go! Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me. For me.
Oh, that was for Roman. You want to hear him sing it? It's my grandson, by the way.
Everyone loves a bit of Queen, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember when we went to see the Queen tribute in the Tiv?
Tiv. Oh, we had some good nights there, haven't we?
Yeah, I've really missed going to the Tiv in Buckley, to be honest. I really do enjoy it.
They've got a new addition to the family, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
Beautiful. What was we talking about before?
We haven't mentioned it yet, but about the Clare House Children's Hospice of closing a couple of the shops in the area. It's really sad, that, isn't it?
Yeah. I love a good old charity shop.
I love a charity shop mooch. Yeah. I can't wait. That's one of my favourite places to go, is having a charity shop mooch.
In fact, if anyone's listening and they go into a charity shop and they see... Do you remember the old egg holders, the chickens from bread? I know you're looking for one.
Yeah, they're dead expensive, even when you look online.
If you can have a look for one, everybody, and let me know if you find one. I want a brown one.
I do love that. Put it in the middle of the town, put your tanner in.
Oh, you've got one, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a brown one. I was after a red and white.
You wanted a red and white to go with on the other side of your kitchen?
Yeah.
But I want a brown one. So if anyone can see a brown one, let me know.
Brown egg. Yeah, so the charity shops, they're closing. Clare House, they're closing Mold, Buckley and Shotton, I believe. Now, I worked in the Shotton stall of Clare House when it first opened, must be about 20, 21 years ago, and it was on the opposite side of the road, further towards Connors Quayway from where it is now. And I absolutely loved it there. I had so many good memories.
Don't they employ people full-time as well? So
yeah, they're going to lose 4 full-time jobs to be gone from shutting them 3 shops.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And a lot of their income comes from their shop because they're not government funded.
Oh, aren't they?
No, so all the money for the Children's Hospice all comes from fundraising, donations, their shop, stuff like that, which is dead sad, really, because they are really good and they look after, obviously, families of children of, really poorly and terminally ill children to make them have a...
Yeah.
And there's a place where the family can actually stay there and live while caring for their really poorly child.
That's the same sort of thing that Ronald McDonald charities do, isn't it?
Yeah. Isn't it sad though that...
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to, because obviously their fundraising and things like that is really important to them, if anyone wants to consider Clare House Children's Hospice when they're fundraising, I don't know if they can do much now with lockdown easing, maybe towards the summer if you'd like to do anything fundraising wise, you can get in touch with the fundraising team. If you go on to Google and look for Clare House Children's Hospice, there's a section on their website there for the fundraising team. So anyone that would like to help with that, because it is a really worthy charity.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just been having a snoop around Facebook and things.
Yeah.
Morrison's are being absolutely slated by some people on Twitter.
Why?
Because they've branded the packaging with Union Jacks on.
Why are they getting slated for that?
Because people are saying it's intimidating.
Why is it intimidating? It's just the packaging.
I know.
I
It's
don't-
just mad, isn't it? But in Spain they have Spanish things on, so it's just
I don't
because
see
it's
what's
British
intimidating.
produce.
I remember the milk cartons years ago. I don't know if you remember the sort of the cardboard cartons that you pull open the little top bit and you pour your milk out. And they used to have Union Jacks around the side of them.
Yeah.
Because I used to cut the Union Jacks out, wash them, and stick them on me board with all my scooter cutouts on.
Oh,
and the
did
frame
you?
was all
Did you ever
milk
back
carton.
your books at school?
Yeah.
I did, with like pop magazines or newspaper.
And did you used to have the cardboard folders we had in school, and we put a folder inside a folder inside it. So we'd have like 10 cardboard folders in one, and then you'd write on it with the I love Frosty, Lynn and Frosty forever, and on the next one you'd have a new one, so it'd be somewhere
That's right,
else.
she mentioned Frosty today.
I'd love to know what happened to him actually.
Really?
Yeah.
You not look on Facebook for him?
Never find him now.
Oh, Frosty, if you're listening.
Frosty. I even started buying Frosty sweets many years ago because I
Did you have a Mr. Frosty when you were little as
Yeah,
well?
I did as well.
Did
Do
you?
you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah. I used to love that. The ice machine
Yeah, but
thing.
wasn't it hard to turn that little thing?
Yeah.
You'd like hold the lid.
Like a grater, wasn't it?
Can't turn the handle, and your parents would be like, "Oh, for God's sake, you and that Frosty machine."
Let's play a song.
And what are we going to have now then? I think it's the Tones and I.
The what?
The Tones and I, and it's Dance Monkey.
Oh, I like this.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance. Go on then.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance
That was quite a popular song for your lockdown, hasn't it been?
Well, that was playing. I was looking through Facebook. Everybody's putting about
the queues.
The queues everywhere, and the pubs and everything else. I have just seen a little thing on from Tesco, yeah, and they've pop to your local if you can. Pubs have had it tough this year. That's why, for once, instead of telling you about our fantastic deals, we're using this space to ask you to support them instead, because right now every little helps.
Oh, so instead of going to the supermarket and buying alcohol beverages,
Yeah.
so they're telling people to go and... Oh, that's a really
Go
good
support your
idea,
local
isn't it?
pubs. How
That's
good's
nice.
that? Well done, Tesco.
Well, I've just read the shoppers eagerly waited in the cold temperatures at 6 a.m. this morning for Primark to open their doors at 9. The first queues were quickly eased. By mid-morning, they had grown again to reach stores' capacity. By 9:30, there were around 350 shoppers in a queue at Cardiff Queen Street, with having to wait 30 minutes in a queue.
Seriously, could you be bothered?
No.
Are you that desperate for clothes that you would have to stand
No.
in the freezing cold for
6
all them
o'clock in the
hours
morning?
At 6 o'clock in the morning.
To
It's
get
like-
in at 8?
Do you remember when they used to have the Black Friday deals and people
Yeah.
just couldn't think of anything worse?
Just imagine all them people now that could be content. I mean, the picture does show social distance in mind, but then once you're in the stall, I think that's quickly forgotten.
I do. Like I was saying about before about Asda taking the signs off the floor. There's no one-way system in Asda anymore.
Awful, isn't it? And do you know what? All them greedy people that have rushed out today to buy anything have left nothing for us. So unfair.
Anybody at Theatre Clwyd today, by the way, be careful because there's a parking attendant that's booking everybody.
What's that?
Yeah, just thought I'd share that.
Just thought I'd get that out.
I've had some right weird friend requests off people.
Yeah, I keep getting them. And
Do you?
Yeah, and I don't know who they are, so I tend to...
Yeah, so if you send me a friend request and there's no details, I've not accepted you. Sorry.
Or if you want to identify yourself through the Loose Ladies page, it would be pretty
Yeah,
helpful, because we
that
do
would
get
be.
some odd characters wanting to add us on.
Well, I thought that the day I met you, but...
Yeah, well, I was going to block you, to be honest, but, you know, but best not.
What have you got planned this week?
I don't know, because we've got a bit of freedom, haven't we? I've got 2 phone appointments. I don't know why they've got to be phone appointments when everything's lifting, but I've got two days where I've got a phone appointment with paediatricians for 2 of my kids. So I've got that, which is in the house on the phone.
My brother's got a big birthday this week. I'm not at liberty to say what age he is because he's... Yeah.
I guess.
Because he's quite about his bit.
Private.
Yeah, people get like that.
Yeah, I'm very private about my age. I've been 38. I've been 38 for years, man. I can't get away with it now, can I? Because I had my kids at about 12 or something stupid. Happy birthday, Mark.
Big happy birthday to my brother Mark on Saturday.
I'm actually choking because you sprayed that much Fabulosa.
Sorry.
I'm eating it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, which one was it, Lisa, that you just sprayed? Optimus or something?
The dark one, I can't remember what it's called.
Oof. It's nice though, but...
a bit too much.
I think you sprayed a bit too much now, Lise.
Right then. So,
well, we've had a good natter, haven't we? If anyone's got anything that they want us to talk about next on the next show, or any mentions, birthdays...
I'm wondering if we can record and maybe do a Facebook Live at some point.
Yeah. Now we can...
Now
thing.
you're in my bubble.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We could do that maybe. And let people see what it's really like in here.
Yeah.
Because unbeknown to you all listening, we're recording and trying to lead a normal life as well. So there's people coming in and out and kids.
Not
and
people, family.
People that live here.
Yeah, not like randomers off the streets just like waltzing in and that.
Although we have had that, no, I'm joking.
But kids coming home from school and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's like really different than recording in a studio.
It is.
It's really strange.
Right then.
Best go, haven't we?
Yeah, go on. I've had enough for you now.
You can feed me again now, Lisa.
Have a good week.
Have a great week and don't forget, contact us via...
Oh, hang on, before we go. What song are we having?
Well, in a minute.
You nearly forgot then.
I didn't. If you want to contact us via Loose Ladies Live on Facebook or the Instagram page, let us know a bit about yourself or a bit of information, something you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear from you. So what we're playing out, Liz?
It
It's a request for your son-in-law.
Oh, yeah, it's for my Frank.
He's a chef.
He is a chef, yeah. Local boy in a what?
Local boy in a...
Photograph.
That's the one.
Stereophonics.
So we're going
Say
to play
goodbye,
out with
Lynn.
that. Goodbye, Lynn.
Have a good week.
Stay safe. Stay fabulosa.
There's no mistake, I smell that smell. It's that time of year again. I can taste the air. The clocks go back, railway track. Something blocks the line again. And the train runs in for the first time. A pebble beach, we're underneath. He had just been painted red. Where I heard the news for the first time. And all the friends lay down the flowers, sit on the banks and drink for hours. Talk of the way they saw him last. Local boy in a photograph today. He'll always be 23, yet the train runs on and on, past the place they found his clothing. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba. There's no mistake, I smell that smell. It's that time of year again. I can taste the air. The clocks go back, railway track. Something blocks the line again. And the train runs late for the first time today. And all the friends lay down the flowers, sit on the banks and drink for hours. Talk of the way they saw him last.